It's Monday, September 9th. I'm Len, here in sunny but chilly Bar Mills, Maine. Good morning from the station. First off, in 2 days, we will be at the 44th Annual Narrowgauge Show down in Pittsburgh. We're really excited to make it down to this show. It's been a few years since we've been at a Narrowgauge show, and I can't wait to see you all there. Next up, if you've been to the website over the weekend, you'll probably notice a lot of changes. We're doing a lot of updating to the website. We're going to refresh the videos at the bottom of the page with newer videos that we've shot over the past couple years. So we're really trying to do a lot to kind of spring, fall, clean the website. I did get an update from our web developer this morning, and the photos should be working sometime this week. So once the customer photos are up and running, don't forget to send in your photo. Now, if you visited the website yesterday, maybe Saturday, you would have noticed some new items in our case sliding banner right on the front of the website. Over the weekend, we released new items in N scale, HO scale, and yes, even O scale. So let's talk about that just a little bit. First up is the maintenance shop at Cranberry Yard. Now this is a structure that has been in our catalog for a few years, but it never actually made it into production. And now the structure itself is roughly 3 by 4. The whole scene is about 5 by 6. It does come with Instafence, all the castings that you're seeing in the photos here. You know, this is a really beautiful structure. There's a lot of story in a smaller footprint, and this one here runs $47.95 and is available on the website and ready for ship now. Next up is the Handar Shed at Cranberry Yard. Now this is another structure that has been in our catalog for a few years, but again, never made it to production. It's another beautiful little scene, a smaller footprint of 3 by 4. It does come with the fence, comes with all the detail castings that you're seeing in the photos. The only thing it does not come with is the hand car. We're not quite there yet on hand cars. Give us a little while. But anyway, this is a beautiful, beautiful little structure. You know, whether you're doing branch line, you're doing a city scene, you know, this is one of those structures that really tells a story in a small footprint and really fits on any layout. Next up is the Queen City Coal Bunker. Now, you may be familiar with this structure if you happen to have the Queen City coal diorama that we did a few years back. Now, this is a structure that we have been asked for many times over the past few years, and we kind of felt like, well, hey, we're headed to the 44th Annual National Narrowgauge Show. Let's go ahead and release this. As you can see in the photos, it is a highly detailed, beautiful structure, and honestly can probably find a way on any layout. Now, we're going to do something special with this kit here and the other ones that I've already talked about, and I'll fill you in on that in just a second. One more HO structure to get to. Last but not least in HO scale is a structure that we actually discontinued 4, 5, maybe 6 years ago, and it's always been a favorite of mine. This is the HO scale Old Man Hearts. Now, as I get older, I kind of seem to relate more with Old Man Heart than Young Kid Heart, Young Man Heart. But anyway, this is the HO scale Old Man Hearts. It's coming back at its original price of $67.95. And as you can see in the photos, this is a highly, highly detailed structure. Now, this is something that we modeled, you know, old man. We modeled ours a little dilapidated and kind of falling apart, but you don't have to do that. This is a structure that kind of lends itself to either direction. You know, this can look new, you know, a few years old, or in our case, it can look pretty old and dilapidated. Again, beautiful structure, comes with the fence, all the various details, extra windows, doors, all the stuff you're seeing laying on the ground. And again, this is coming back at its original price of $67.95. So I've talked about the prices of these HO scale kits a little bit, but let's go over that one more time. The maintenance shop runs $47.95. The Handar Shed runs $47.95. The Old Man Hearts is back at its original price of $67.95, and the Coal Bunker comes in at $89.95. Now, we're doing something special this week. For every HO structure that you purchase of these 4 kits, you will receive one free complimentary set of Woodland Scenics figures. Now, with the Coal Bunker, instead of figures, we're actually going to send you a Lumpy's coal. Now, if you're familiar with the Woodland Scenics figures, you know, these are highly detailed figures and vehicles, and we think that these extra sets, complimentary, will help fill your scene out just that much better. Okay, let's jump over to O scale and N scale. First up in O scale is the O scale water tower at Cranberry Yard. Now, I'm throwing some photos up here. You're going to see this is a highly detailed structure. This is 3 cast resin pieces, the base, the tank, and then the roof. Now, one thing to remember is that this is designed to work with ON30. The structure is not very tall, so you know, your standard gauge engine is not going to fit under here. This is a beautiful addition to any branch line, you know, really highly detailed structure that doesn't take a lot of work to add or tell a story on your layout. Next up in both O scale and N scale is the Prater paint along with the Citywide transfer. Now, these are 2 structures that are a part of our Overnighters series. If you're familiar with that, we have several Overnighters series structures, and essentially what they are is a kit that allows you to learn how to build, enjoy the building, but you don't have to paint, you don't have to weather. We've already done all of that for you. So again, the Prater paint and the Citywide, I'll throw some photos up here so you can kind of get a better look, are now available in O scale and yes, N scale. As an N scaler, I'm kind of excited about that. But anyway, moving on. Now, if you've seen any of our social medias over the past week, you'll notice that I've been putting up a lot of videos and photos of 3D printing. We have now installed 8 8K 3D printers that we are using nonstop. This is something that I am super excited to bring to Bar Mills and to be able to share with you, the modeler. Right now we have a line of 3D printed castings that we're introducing. I'll throw some photos up here so you can kind of get a better idea. Now, these are only available in HO and O scale right now, but over the next few weeks, we will start printing in N scale. I said N scale. Now, these are highly detailed 3D castings. Beautiful, beautiful addition to any layout, and the 3D printing allows us to do things that we could never do in traditional mold resin or even white metal castings. Again, this is something that I have been, dying to share with everybody for quite some time, and we're finally ready to bring these to the Bar Mills family. Okay, it's Monday morning. We could all use an extra cup of coffee, and I have rambled way too long. Again, we will be in Pittsburgh in 2 more days. Hope to see you there. Make sure you stop by and say hi. Let me shake your hand. Again, thank you to you watching this video for 25 amazing years here in sunny, currently a little chilly, Bar Mills, Maine. Until tomorrow for our 2-minute tip on Tuesday, or maybe I'll see you Wednesday. Until then, enjoy the modeling.